Hi guys, I'm Susan. I work with my business partner Jennifer. We have a business, Orange Light Energy. We do a lot of healing and clearing services. My main guide is Archangel Metatron, and so I am bringing forward a message from him today that talks about the path of healing and how that can work for each of us, how we can more gently pass through it. So here is the message. We would speak to you of the treatment of the self, how you approach yourself and the journey that you are upon. Each who is listening to these words is a soul of great light, one who is here with purpose and intention. Each of you holds within wounds that you had hoped to heal in these times, things that will trigger within you, that will show you what it is that needs to be addressed. As you can recognize these triggers, as you can see the wounds within yourself with greater clarity, you can move beyond them, recognizing the emotions that are brought by each thing that brings you discomfort within this time. As you can see with greater clarity, you can step from a space of being reactive and instead come to a situation from a new perspective and a new understanding. You can too show your soul more compassion, recognizing the path of healing that you are upon, recognizing what it is that you can control, what it is that you can learn, what it is that you can heal. To heal a soul is no small thing. To heal the wounds of lifetimes is no small thing. To feel the burden of the collective wounds is no small thing. As you travel this path within a human form, engaging with the energies of the world around you, following your own path of healing, there can be feelings of overwhelm, there can be feelings of struggle and of challenge, but we would ask you to look at these things with clarity, to look at what it is that is at hand, to bring to yourself gentleness. And as you look upon these wounds in more analytical ways, as you can look at the details, as you can analyze how it is that you feel, what it is that triggers these wounds within you, you can understand more clearly what it is that needs to be addressed. You can recognize that this is a path of growth and not something to be feared. As you can recognize the emotions, you can see the origin of each trigger. You can see what is impacted and recognize the pattern. To be able to recognize the pattern is a path forward, is the way to truly heal, healing the origin wound in place of each smaller wound that arises. Pulling out the roots, not only what is visible. The wounds for each are deeper than what is seen. The wounds that you react to, the trigger in each day, are the surface actions of something deeper, something that can be addressed. Feel into the wounds and recognize within each how you can move forward. For each, the wounding will be different. The things that you came to address on this path will be different. And so again, compassion is needed when others within your life react to triggers that are different from your own. Hold viewpoints that are different from your own. Allow it to be so. Do not restrict your path through the need to control what cannot be controlled. You can offer support and you can offer compassion, but to attempt to control what is not yours to change brings only frustration. Those who are closest to you will challenge you the most in this time. Those who hold the closest access to your energy are more able to show you your wounds. And so it is that they show you your wounds, and so too you show them theirs. In times of great challenge and evolution, this can overwhelm. You cannot escape the things that trigger you when they arise in all aspects of your life. Step out of this overwhelm and care for the self. Give yourself space. Give yourself the things that feel needed. Time in nature, time in peace, times when you can know your own mind and your own desires. Your perspective on the times in which you live will impact much. Do you hold to yourself the struggle and the challenge, or do you choose instead to recognize that this is a time of learning, a time of healing, a time when much can be achieved? If you can recognize these energies in this way, more can be achieved. As you struggle, look for the help that is needed. Find yourself the solutions, the healings that are possible. Those within your life who can bring you support. Resources that you have that can assist you on your path. For you are never alone in such a time. Always there is support around you. In times of challenge, there is always purpose and intention. Always growth to be found, healing to be gained. For as you move through this journey of an incarnated life, there are things that you had hoped to learn for yourself, things that you had hoped to liberate, to bring yourself to be free of what has held you back in lifetimes past. For the work you do in this time speaks not only to the version of your soul that you are now, but also to those who have already been and those that will come, healing the wounds that are held and bringing liberation to all that come. Allowing yourself to move forward in this lifetime and beyond, free of what has held you down, free of the things that have restricted your learning, that have prevented you from moving forward in all of the ways that you would have chosen. Recognize the enormity of such a task and bring yourself gentleness and compassion. Bring these emotions to the others who travel this path beside you. Recognizing that for each this is a monumental task, that each is doing the best that they can, that each is doing what is needed for them in this time. To be able to bring this compassion, to be able to care for yourself, to speak to yourself and others with gentleness, will amplify the work that you do, will allow you to move forward in new ways, forging new connections, and finding new sources of support in place of amplifying divisions and frustrations. These higher energies will raise your vibration and bring you to the things that you had hoped, will open your path and allow you to move forward in the ways that you had wished. To instead mire yourself in the frustrations and struggles that can be perceived, if that is your choice, will bring you instead to a lower place, where restrictions hold the progress that can be made. And so recognize the choice that is at hand. Even in the times of the greatest struggle and challenge, how do you wish to grow? How do you wish to move forward? Reminding yourself always that compassion and love, gentleness to the self and to others is key. We give you these words so that you may hold them within you, so that in times of challenge they may be recalled, and the times when you struggle, you may remember the purpose of these times, and all that is brought so that you may raise yourself up, you may lift yourself from such spaces, so that you may recognize that you are stronger than you believe, and you may proceed along this path in the ways of strength and love. That is the message that was given. I hope that it brings you whatever it is that you need in this time. The words were given with love. Thank you.